Let's look at another outrageous event where Kari Lake claimed that Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis have large penises. This is the place where we are now in American right-wing politics. These people are, listen, I have no issue with comedians working blue. I have no prudish tendencies when it comes to any of this sort of stuff. It's just that it's pathetic that this is what your movement is reduced to. Trump now getting applause when he swears. He'll drop an S-bomb or an F-bomb during some of his speeches, and the crowd, which is otherwise almost comatose from Trump's boring stories, will get riled up when Trump swears. And similarly, this is Kari Lake. She's the Republican nominee for the Arizona gubernatorial race. She won her primary a week or two ago. She shows up and, first of all, interestingly, not taking sides between Trump and DeSantis, which is a growing element of civil war within the Republican Party. And she says she can just tell from their energy, Trump's got a large penis and DeSantis has one too. I can't believe this is what's happening.
He is gutsy. The guy has bigger... Okay. Wait, let me think about how I want to word this. My staff always says, whatever you do, do not say balls.
Remember, Kari Lake is a pro-family Christian, God-fearing candidate. This is who the evangelicals like.
So I'm not going to say it. That guy has a backbone made of steel. I'll tell you what he's got. I don't know if you heard of this, but he's got BDE. Anybody know what that means? Ask your kids about it later. I call it Big DeSantis energy. Right? He's got the same kind of BDE that President Trump has.
So Kari Lake, very impressed with the large penis energy of both Trump and DeSantis. And I guess that's the new Christian talking point. It's not who can pretend to be the most religious. It's who can take credit for the largest genitals. These people are just deranged. They are a parody of themselves. This was, by the way, all over the weekend at a Turning Point USA event in Phoenix, Arizona. And it was just riddled with lies all the way down. I could play anything I played would be filled with lies. But one other aspect, speaking of Ron DeSantis showed up, and during his speech, he, of course, condemned the search warrant being executed at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago. But he wrongly claimed that the FBI has gone after parents at school board meetings. Now, that hasn't happened. I'll tell you where he's getting this, but listen to this lie from Ron DeSantis.
I remember the FBI at Merrick Garland's direction being sicked on parents going to school board meetings. Meanwhile, when you have a law that protects Supreme Court justices, is the FBI out there protecting our conservative justices? No. When you have violations of law where people are targeting pregnancy crisis centers, are they doing their job and enforcing the law there? No. They're enforcing the law based on who they like and who they don't like. That is not a republic. Well, it may be. It's a banana republic when that happens.
Okay. So what on earth is DeSantis talking about? He says Merrick Garland sicked the FBI on parents at school board meetings. And my challenge to you is to name a single parent that the FBI arrested and or charged with anything for going to a school board meeting. That's not what happened. What happened was that there was a memo released which said some of these parents who were showing up at school board meetings might be making terroristic threats. When parents show up at school board meetings and threaten all sorts of different things because of a vaccine policy or a mask policy or whatever, the DOJ said, consider whether some of those threats to show up, and remember, some of them said, I'm going to show up on Monday with guns at the school. The DOJ correctly said, evaluate whether that counts as a terroristic threat. And it makes absolutely perfect sense. What Ron DeSantis says happened didn't happen. The FBI was not sicked on any individual parents, and none of them were actually arrested or charged. So lies all the way down. Of course, it is a Turning Point USA event. And the truth is, this is not going to stop. This stuff is going to continue. And we just have to have a bigger fire hose of truth to overwhelm their fire hose of lies. That's really the only thing I can think of that would help us actually deal with this. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have these clips on our Facebook. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/David Pakman Show. After the break, we will hear from some Republicans, their views, just random average Republicans, their views on what's going on. And we will also see an incredible exchange on Newsmax between the former National Security Advisor, John Bolton, and Newsmax host Eric Bolling on the subject of foreign policy. Stay tuned. This is absolutely incredible video. As many of you know, I'm a busy person. I don't always have the exact correct nutritional plan for my meals every single day. And that's why I also take a multivitamin and a couple of supplements. But doing them all separately can be a little bit time consuming, which is why Athletic Greens is just fantastic. And they're one of our sponsors. I've been using the Athletic Greens since last year. It just really simplifies nutrition. I just do a scoop of the AG1 and I'm getting 75 high quality vitamins and minerals and my probiotics, and it's all from whole food sources. I drink it in the morning. I know I'm good. I don't have to be messing around with different pills and supplements or whatever, or spend time planning what time of day do I need to take each one. I just get it all with one scoop. You can put it in a smoothie. You can drink it straight. It tastes great. And then I'm just good for the day. It supports gut health, and I'm getting everything that I need and I'm looking for. Athletic Greens is giving my audience a free 1-year supply of vitamin D plus 5 free travel packs when you go to athleticgreens.com/Pakman, and the link is down below.